retribution. I've been thinking about you and you only. And we just like to fuck, that's nothing else. You know, I'm falling in love, that's for someone else.
What's good, y'all? So in this video, I'm going to be reacting to Degenerocity, The Beauty of Revenge. And on the cover, his thumbnail is the Not Like Us, you know, Drake's house with them things and shit. And what I know is that Degenerocity is a Drake hater and a Kendrick lover. Or at least he used to be. So I'm hoping that's what it is, because we on the same time. I ain't no Drake hater, for real. If he weird, he weird. You feel me? And I can't listen to his music no more, but I used to bump his shit consistently. But anyways, let's just see what this is about.
Then King of England, Ethelred, ordered the death of all Danes that lived on English land. It is unknown exactly how many had lost their lives that day, but among the people who had perished was Genhild, the sister of Sweyn Forkbeard.
Girl.
And this dude was not someone to be stepped on. Bro was a Viking warrior. He pressed his dad so bad his dad fled to Germany. And he basically at the time just helped another dude take over Norway. Not the best person to have a bad relationship with. So when he heard his sister got clipped by the king, he did not take it lightly. In retaliation to this, he and his crew went on a pillaging spree, attacking with no mercy, making the locals submit to him, pressing the king more than ever. Eventually, he makes it to London, where the king at, and Forkbeard looking for all the smoke. But the king is like,
I just ate the best mango of my fucking life, bruh. It was the most juiciest, the fattest mango ever. But it's now stuck in my teeth and it's kind of annoying. That was the best fucking shit.
him and Thorkel put up a decent fight, but it wasn't good enough. With the willpower of dead sister on his side, Forkbeard's drive towards vengeance was just too strong. The Danes win the battle. Ethelred and his family is exiled, and Forkbeard becomes the new king of England. For about 3 weeks, then he fell off his horse and died or something. But for those 3 weeks, when he successfully avenged his sister's death, I bet it felt euphoric.
Euphoria.
Person and moving on from whatever or whoever caused your past problem. And that's a very noble thing to do, don't get me wrong. But sometimes it's just not it. Sometimes revenge is the answer. I have to say, there are some...
I'm not even gonna lie to you. And if anybody young watching this, don't listen to me right now. Just like cover your ears or something. I don't know. But I used to be the person that was like, bruh, anything, just walk away. You know, they'll get their karma. And I still feel that way. But sometimes I see mofos not getting their karma fast enough. And it just make me mad. And it's like, damn, I wish I could do something to you. And sometimes, in my past mistakes, I might have, you feel me? I might have boop, boom, 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 boom. You feel me? I had to. I just had to. And I don't even think that was a karma. I just thought that was the consequence to that action. But your karma's still coming. I just had to knock some, you feel me? Some Mario coins out your ass.
If somebody spit on you, throw hands. If somebody spit
on God. Oh God. Somebody spit on you. You liable. I don't, you do what you want right there. If somebody spit. Do whatever you want. I wouldn't tell. That's me. I wouldn't tell, promise. If somebody hit you, hit them back. Don't kill them, but hit them back. But spit.
Choose throw hands if something. But it's not always necessary. Sure, there are those few cases where someone cuts you off at the freeway. Am I really going to get my revenge by cutting them off? Yes. Am I that petty? Hell yeah! What you thought this was? I can't be caught looking like a grasshopper.
That's like little revenge.
The hoes are there too. There's also large cases where someone shaboogles your entire family. And clan, everybody there. You think I would want to resolve it in a one-on-one discussion? No!
Oh, no.
Absolutely not!
Do what you gotta do.
Nuts are being kicked! Indian burns will be delivered! That's the way it is. And that's cool. You are simply treating that person the way they treated you. I hate how since we were young, that it had been bad for us to fight back. Like how at school, a dude could take your lunch money, take your phone, take your swag, take your dignity. And the moment you fight back and the teacher catches on, y'all both the bad guys. And y'all both get suspended the same amount of days. And the cherry on top, after it's all said and done, the administrator makes you both.
Bro, I used to get called a bully in school because kids that were bullies were bullying mofos, and so I would stand up for them, and then they would be like, oh, she's bullying. It's probably because I was black. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm 5'8", so, and like, kind of, you feel me? Like, but I was standing up for the mofos. It was just like the bullies were like bitches, and I won't scared of nobody. And I was always in trouble, too. Like, if, like, somebody was like, oh, my God, why didn't you invite me when we were, like, 16 years old? Why didn't you invite me out with your friends? Because you're not my friend. Girl, what the fuck? This is not elementary school where we have to invite everybody into class. Like, bitch. Or they'd be like, oh, my God, do you like this song? No, bitch, turn it off.
You did nothing wrong. All you did was retaliate to them being a jerk. Yet the school wants you guys to make up like it's Barney? Nah, between both of y'all, the beef is for life. Even if you see them 20 years from now at a Walmart, it's on site. In fact, what you did was a reasonable response. But fighting bad, so... You ever thought about joining a club? Bitch, is an after-school club gonna give me my lunch money back? No. So the only other sense of satisfaction I can get is by beating their ass. And people like them need it as a learning lesson, so they don't become those super annoying adults that go up to you while you walking your dog and start petting them like, who are you? And if that's too harsh for you, some people say success is the best revenge. And whoever came up with that was spitting the truth. But only if my op is failing. If they're winning while I'm winning, then I'm not really winning.
Or if they winning when you losing. Ooh, now that'll do it.
You just got accepted to Harvard? Well, I'm president, and I just signed a bill forcing you to pay 100% income tax every year, and if you don't, it's life in prison. It feels good to win. You see how beneficial revenge can be to the human spirit? It can uplift, it can enlighten, but more importantly, it's fun. And it's equally as fun to spectate. There's nothing more entertaining than people settling their beefs by publicly trying to embarrass each other. That is why rap beef is some of the best stuff that we turned into our amusement, spawning some of the most intense rivalries in history. You thought North and South Korea were on bad terms? You weren't there for Shakespeare versus Marlowe, bro. Cause in hip-hop, they don't do no petty shit like threatening nuclear war. They write each other poems.
Oh.
Very mean ones. These are diss tracks, and rappers do it all the time. In fact,
fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West side, I don't know the words.
Musicians in general do this a lot, dissing their opposition or competition in their own songs. And diss tracks could be about anybody. Sometimes it could be about a basketball player you just hate to see play. I get it. Sometimes it could be diss tracks against your own band members, and you guys perform it live without them knowing it's about them. There is no holding back for a diss track, and that's why I love them. There's a sort of competitiveness to it. However, most of the time when it doesn't end with someone getting canceled or dead, most of the time the beefs usually have anticlimactic endings. Like an artist starting a beef by releasing a diss track against someone, and the other person either ignores it or releases something else that is just not even worth the buzz. Example, that Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion beef that lasted like 3 days. Megan dropping his, obliterating Nicki with that Megan's Law line alone. Then Nicki goes on Instagram Live talking nonsense, then releases her diss track against Megan, Bigfoot. And I'm gonna lie, this was pretty good. I love the way the diss track sounds like a first draft. I love how she sounds like she's brainstorming comebacks to say on the track itself. I love how this sounds like a demo. I love how none of the diss lyrics hit. Greatest diss ever, 10 out of 10. Megan didn't even have to drop a track in the response, cause why would you even need to respond to this, bro? In my opinion, Nicki already lost when she married this dude. And public interest for the beef just ended like that.
What Kendrick say? This not a fuck a rap battle. This a... I'm drawing a blank. And that is crazy. Fuck a rap battle. It's a long life battle with yourself.
I haven't heard the record yet. Are you saying names?
I'm saying a hit dog gon' holler. That's it.
God damn. So it's multiple people.
Yeah, whoever feel it, feel it.
So she's dissing someone else too. And when looking into the lyrics, she's dissing another man a lot. And the man I believe she's dissing is known for getting BBLs.
And going to, cosplay gangsters, fake ass accents. Posted in another nigga hood like a bad bitch. And he always be going to niggas' hoods. Go to Canada. Go back to Toronto.
You see, I've been hating on Drake a lot in the
I knew it!
I feel like most of it was unwarranted. Like my Certified Boy Lover vid, I listened to like 4 or 5 songs on that album and I was like, that's it. Lesbian? Alright. And then I just made the vid. I just wanted to hate. Do I regret my actions? No, but the opinions of that video came from an unreliable source, being me. And I've learned that. Now for this video,
least he
I
honest.
did my extensive research. If you've been anywhere on the internet within the past week, you might have seen people discussing the feud between one of the greatest rappers, lyricists, poets, scientists,
Hey, hey!
and a Canadian. Nah, but for real, these two are the biggest rappers in the world right
I'm
now.
looking Kendrick. He
Well,
fine.
outside of Miles, of course. You also might have heard that they aren't the best of friends with each other, and that's what I'm here for today. I know, everyone has probably already heard every opinion that someone could have on this topic, because literally this has been the only thing.
It's been on the fucking news. Y'all, I'm missing nails all over the place. It is what it is. Yeah, Kendrick looked fine to me now. Like, I used to like him. I told you, that's been my favorite. Like, I'm talking to one person. But that's been my favorite rapper since I was 13 years old. But at 13, I was already probably taller than him. Maybe same height. 13? Yeah, I was about 5'7", 5'6", something. So I was just like, I ain't look at him like that. But when I'm looking at his face, Jesus.
Thing that's been on my FYP for the past like 2 weeks. I'm pretty late to the party. My bad. My
You're
ass
late?
thought another diss track was gonna come, but at this point, it's over. I've been waiting for this day, but I gotta hold it in. I'll wait to the end. Cause I wanted to go through the entire timeline of these two dudes' relationship. Sneak disses
I don't
and their
want
beef
to
throughout
hear
the
this shit
years.
again.
And
I'm
the
not gonna lie.
timeline starts
But
at
I'll listen to it for
2011
you.
when Take Care was released. 13 years. 13 years this timeline goes back to. From 2011 all the way to right now. The first time the two collabed together was for Drake's song Buried Alive in
Yes.
June. The year after, Lamar was an opening actor
Oh,
in
he's
Drake's
doing
and
it
A$AP
fast.
Rocky's Club A$AP Rocky's Problems and Kendrick's Poetic Justice. From an outside perspective, based on the amount of collabs these two were doing, these guys seem like the goodest of buddies. Until they weren't. Kendrick dropped his verse on Big Sean's Control, basically saying, I want to murder all of you. Love you though. Drake took this the wrong way and thought it was a genuine attack. Then he seemingly sneak disses Kendrick on the track The Language from Nothing Was the Same. Although Birdman
I would
Drake's
take
dad
all
at the
you,
time
baby,
said the diss wasn't towards
baby,
Lamar,
baby.
Kendrick knew what was up. He then proceeded to diss Drake for real in his iconic Bet 2013 Cypher, which dropped the next month. There were a few others.
I tucked the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. Ha ha. Joke's on you. High five. I'm bulletproof. Your shots will never penetrate me. Pin a tail on a donkey, nigga. You been a fake. Please don't play with me.
Other suspected sneak disses here and there. But in November of 2014, during a Days Digital interview, Kendrick was finally asked about the beef between him and Drake. And Kendrick's like, oh, nah, we cool. Huh? Well, I guess if Kendrick says they're good, then they must be good. The beef is over. Way to go, guys. I guess love conquers all after all. Yeah! C-tier rapper Meek Mill claims that Drake got ghostwriters, and he don't write his own stuff, calling him out for being a phony. By the way, the ghostwriter in question was Quentin Miller, and his side of the story makes me sad a little bit, but it's too off track. Now, how does this correlate to Kendrick and them's beef? Well, because a few months earlier, Kendrick dropped To Pimp a Butterfly, and on the track King Kunta,
But a rapper
Kendrick
with a
disses
ghostwriter.
rappers that use ghostwriters. Now, some might say this may be a coincidence. Except it ain't. Because Drake dropped his best project. If you're reading this, it's too late a month before. Sneak dissing a whole bunch of people, including Mia Khalifa. Not even lying. And out of those people, of course,
Really?
K-Dot was one of them. Probably, maybe. It's speculation. Sneak dissing is not concrete evidence, man. But I guess Kendrick took it personally. Because he proceeds to sneak diss Drake for the next 8 years? Dang. Kendrick must be overly dedicated.
Oh, that ruined it.
Fuck y'all too, lame man nigga. Okay, I know I haven't made it to the modern day yet, but if you listen back to what he's released during this time, a lot of song lyrics can be interpreted as,
Wait, I want to read it. Oh, you important? You the moral of the story? You endorsing, motherfucker? I don't even like you. That's... the stars are cool. You feel me? Stop playing me before I turn you to a song. Stop playing for me before I turn you to a song. Stop playing before I turn you to a song. Ayy. Bitch, I'm attractive. I don't even know more. I'm fasting. Ugh. I be knowing my shit. I don't even want your congratulations. I recognize your false confidence and calculated promises. That's all it starts too. I should do like a guess the lyric song with Kendrick. Or guess the song with Kendrick. I did it before and I was like decent, but I want to do it again.
dissing Drake. And yeah, some might think, bro, not everything a Drake diss. He most likely
It
don't
is.
like a few other rappers in the industry neither. And that would be true if it was, but it ain't. The hard part 4 is definitely about Drake.
Oh,
I
and
remember
Big
people
Sean.
back then were saying, "Oh, it's about Big Sean." Remember,
I think it
Control?
is.
He's dissing Big Sean. Really? Really? Look at these lyrics, bro. Look.
Wait. Don't lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. Well, we know what that's about now. Sip tone around my name, nigga, you lame. But when I get at you, homie, don't you tell me you was just playing. I was just playing K-Dot. All right, what else? My fans can't wait for me to sun your punk ass and crush your whole little shit. I'll big pun your punk ass. You a scared little bitch. I woke up with a lot of energy, and then I ate my mango, and I feel like a superhero right now.
And he wasn't afraid of him to know it. Drake also, during this period of time, has a few speculated sneak disses, but
This is so
with someone else. There. Drake, for all the dogs, first-person shooter, J. Cole. He casually drops a verse about the big three, saying him, Drake, and Kendrick were it. I don't know where Naruto fits in this, but one of y'all gotta bounce. This line, that wasn't even a diss. It's more of an appreciation than anything to Kendrick. But this verse, at the time, was unknowingly the start of the calm before the earthquakes. Because Kendrick responded to it, and he did not agree. Future and Metro Boomin dropped their album, We Don't Trust You, which was basically a diss album towards Drake. No filter, no sneak dissing. They made it well aware that is about him. They even had some big names on there, like
That
Travis,
don't like Drake either.
Cardi, The Weeknd, and Rick Ross, I guess. But the one who stole the show is easy. Kendrick.
What up, Reddit?
He did not pull his punches. Bro was dissing circles around both Drake and Cole. His wordplay was crazy. Say it's a lot of goofies with a check, I mean, did not help Cole or Drake in the slightest that this song got mad popular on TikTok, getting it to #1 on the Billboard. Drake was getting pressed, but before he could retaliate, J. Cole came to his rescue. Damn, his diss sucked. Bro was talking nonsense that I don't even think he believed himself.
He
Saying
didn't.
Kendrick fell off and said To Pimp a Butterfly was boring? This guy criticizing niggas for being boring? He averaging one hard verse every 30 months or something. Nigga, you too. Like, come on. All right, I don't want to trash on no more like that. Because 2 days later, after releasing his diss track, bro apologized for it.
How many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a microphone?
People clown on him for this, and it do look bad for him or anybody
At
that
the
did something
time.
just to backtrack immediately. But I think it's a sign of maturity. Cole didn't want to make the diss in the first place, but with this pressure from fans and media, he probably felt like he had to. J. Cole seems like the guy who don't want beef with no one. He a neutral soul. He's the Sweden of rap, and I honestly have nothing
He
but
fine.
respect for him for that. Remember when I said
J.
Cole
Cole.
backtracking showed his maturity? Yeah, Drake don't really know what that word means. Cause on April 19th, 2 weeks later, Drake responds back with push-ups. Drake's comeback to Like That. The cover making fun of Kendrick's shoe size. The title
Oh, was
making
it?
fun of
I
this
didn't know what
video
that shit
Kendrick,
was.
I think. Okay. And honestly, on release, I didn't think it was that bad.
It won't
You
bad.
liked
It won't. He started out very strong. I'm not gonna lie. That shit started to fall off though towards the end. I ain't.
Your tongue. Nah, let me specify. Only on release. I know. Me defending a Drake diss track against my GOAT Kendrick that I accidentally fall on my head? Well, not recently, but let me speak. There are some lines in the track that made me think, okay, he low-key slid on that. Combined with his flow sounding strong and kind of hard, with an infectious beat, with some decent one-liners, like, bro, I won't lie. This was
It was-
kind
it
of a
was good.
catchy
It was
track.
good.
Do I think it's better than
I
Like
ain't
That?
never. I ain't never listened to it again. But
Like That is a great song. But if there were no other diss tracks released from either side after Push-Ups, I honestly think Drake wouldn't get that much dirt thrown at him. Like That is the better and more popular song. But let's be honest, it's not like Kendrick said anything too crazy towards Drake, other than an extravagant way of saying F you. This
I'm going
diss
to
track
kill you,
alone wouldn't
basically.
hurt Drake's career. That's the job for the ones after. But yeah, Drake could have easily came back from this if he ain't dropped another diss track.
A 2-pack of ass.
Yeah, the AI one. Tailor-Made Freestyle, the second diss track Drake released on the same day. Well, it was leaked first, but most likely on purpose, just so Drake could see the opinions of his fans, thinking, do they like this? And when he saw a majority of his fans liked it, he drops the tape on the same day. But that's just my theory. I low-key don't even want to break this track down. It's just dumb. Like, people low-key think...
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of fucked with it. I didn't fuck with it, but I like fucked with it. Approaching shit. Y'all get me? Y'all feel me? Y'all lost.
that Drake was playing a mind game with this AI diss track. Like, oh, Kendrick is hearing his idols talking about him, criticizing him. Bro, you're typing words on a computer. how is this like psychologically threatening to Kendrick at all? There's also Snoop Dogg's AI voice in the diss track. Fuck! Now, I don't know how to feel about Snoop Dogg letting this happen. Maybe he's smart. Maybe he heard Drake's idea. He's like, dang, that sound ass. Go for it. Drake shot himself in the foot with this track. And he has the nerve to try to press Kendrick, like saying, oh, you ain't gonna drop nothing. You don't want to take the spotlight from Marvin Taylor, do you? So you're not gonna do anything. So go ahead. I know you won't say something. Go ahead. Say something. Days pass by, and there's no tracks. Till the very last day of the month. On a Tuesday morning, I open up IG, I see a post, and I get morning wood instantly.
Girl.
Kendrick responded with his track, Euphoria. When I heard the opening to this track, I thought this dude was gonna diss Drake in a calmly whispering manner to death. And I was all here for it. And then the beat switched. And I was like, wait. Bro, this song and diss track is amazing. It's better than any diss track that Drake has ever released. One thing that I love about Kendrick, he's the real deal lyrical, spiritual, miracle master. Dude is destroying Drake on this hard beat, saying disses that even Gumball himself couldn't think of. Like, some of these lyrics be crazy. He exposing Drake send a cease and desist over the song like that, and that he's Canadian. This guy is exposing Drake for everything. And when he's not exposing him, he's making fun of him. He dissing the way he talks, the way he walks, the way he says the N-word. Yeah, Drake fans still trying to hate, like, well, like, shut your bitch ass. And in the record, Kendrick also says, you don't want to respond back, bro. You don't want this smoke. Implying that he got more things to expose him for. And we do see that later. And everyone loved it. We were like, dang, Kendrick really did his thing. He don't even gotta do nothing else.
Damn, get off that nigga dick.
And then he drops another one. May 3rd, 9 a.m., 6:16 in LA drops. There's so many hidden meanings to the title and cover of this track, but those are not too important. Well, the cover is, but I'll get to that later. The important stuff are the lyrics. Short answer, Kendrick is basically saying, yo, your friends? They ain't your friends. In fact, they working for me. Huh? He also mentions hiding behind Twitter bots, which is actually true. On some Twitter polls, Drake would get an overwhelming amount of votes and weird quote tweets defending him. It's obviously bots though. Like, look at this poll. However, at the same time, Drake might not even be behind this. It could just be a crazed fan making a bunch of bots trying to defend their king. But overall, this track was a continuation of Euphoria, saying he got ears on the street and Drake should be worried. The cover alone.
When he said, have you ever played, okay, nigga, let's play in Euphoria. And then in 6:16, he was like, have you ever played, are you ready to play, have you ever thought that OVO was working for me? I was like, bro, connecting shit from songs? He different.
Was a warning, but we all know Drake. He always tries to have the last laugh. Drake drops Family Matters the same night.
Yeah, but
as
listen, what the fuck is what? Anyways, he also was releasing Instagram stories, captions, and all that bullshit as an old man, 40 years old, or shit like that. That shit crazy.
16. And it was basically a diss towards everybody that took shots at him. He took shots at A$AP Rocky, who dissed him in Show of Hands on We Don't Trust You Too, which that album wasn't as hard, but A$AP's song was a highlight. This is The Weeknd too, because he still butthurt he didn't sign to his OVO label. That doesn't give any of their artists any long-term success or promotion, because Drake signs these people not to help their career, but to use them for his own music. But that's just a theory. Dissed his own crew, because apparently he didn't trust them neither. Even J. Cole caught a stray. Like, I thought this dude left a beat. Damn, neither of them like you. And of course, throwing shots at Kendrick. Now, there are a few claims on here that stand out, saying that Kendrick was responsible for. So on May 3rd, 2014, Kendrick performed at the Hard Rock Hotel.
I got a salad.
There's like no articles from that time talking about this incident, but I think a security guard accused Kendrick of beating up a woman during an after party. Bro, I could barely find any evidence of this concert even happening, let alone any evidence of accusations from any supposed victim. This just seemed like a story I'd see on Media Takeout. There's nothing supporting this. Then he lies again with a claim that Dave Free, former Top Dog Entertainment president and Kendrick's childhood friend, was the father of Kendrick's kid because he left a heart under a pic of Kendrick's wife and kid's post, and also she don't.
And what's crazy is I was on Instagram and people were like, Drake's not lying. that Kendrick's children are Dave Freeze, and I was just like, how the fuck do you know, bitch? And then they were like, he commented under her picture. A lot of mofos comment under my pictures, and I know that I don't have a baby for one, and I damn sure don't talk to them mofos.
R's for this.
Well, it
How
was
does
a
one
black
come to
heart.
this conclusion?
Come on.
He also says that Kendrick hasn't gotten married yet because he knows what type of woman he likes, implying he's a if it ain't snowing, I ain't going kind of guy. Which I guess would make sense for Kendrick's character, but nah, for real, it's just dumb. Drake comes again with another doodle pile of a track. And the thing is, the track sounds hard. The beat and flow are cool, but if you actually listen to what he's saying
lyrics
about
are not
Kendrick,
good.
he's speaking nonsense. There's like no actual substance to the lyrics. The only line that I think is kinda good is, you write about F the big three, it's only Big D. And it's video proof. But yeah, this track is worse than Push-Ups, but better than the AI diss track, I would say. Drake fans went,
I think Push-Ups, tailor-made, Family Matters. I didn't really like it. Everybody was like, it was hard. I was just like, I listened to it again. I was just like, It was cool. It was mid. It was mid to me.
crazy over this. They're like, oh my God, this is so good. Kendrick hits woman and Mother's Day is around the corner. What a revelation. They felt like they succeeded. They won the beef. They felt pure joy. For about 10 seconds. Because 45 minutes later, Drake's murder is made public. Grams minutes after Family Matters. And on this track, Kendrick bodies Drake in supervillain levels of ways. First of all, the beat of this track even sounds like a supervillain's theme music. And this eerie piano loop is playing while Kendrick is calmly rapping over and lyrically dissecting and breaking down this man.
I listened to this shit when it came out. So what was it like? 12:30 a.m. So I was looking around. Bro, just watch my rap.
And horrible alleged things he's done. Starting the track with a letter to Adonis, his son, telling his own son that he's a horrible father. He let T.I.'s homie piss on his leg in 2010, and that he could be his new mentor since his own dad ain't teaching him squat. Oh my God. Imagine someone telling this to your son in a song. Even if I was a deadbeat dad, I wouldn't let anyone else know. That's crazy. Also saying don't pay to play with them Brazilians, get a gym membership, which references Drake's supposed BBL. Most people don't know where Drake's BBL accusation comes from. Let me explain. Back in 2016, when Joe Budden and Drake were beefing, Joe Budden accused Drake of removing fat from his stomach to get abs. This type of surgery is called abdominal etching, which is fake abs. And there were some photos from back then that people found sus. The BBL part of it is just a funny joke, because usually when you get a BBL, the doctors usually remove the fat from the stomach to put it in the butt. But they're really accusing him for having fake abs. In the second verse, he starts writing a letter to his mom and pops. This dude getting personal, telling them he's a sick man with sick thoughts and he should be in a cell with Harvey Weinstein, which no one would want to be in. The biggest accusation of all being he and his crew are predators. This is what got people talking the most. And he's been accused of this many times in the past, and some of his homies too. This was all public information. Alleged public information. I ain't trying to get sued. Further digging on this accusation, saying, I've been in this industry 12 years. I'ma tell y'all one secret. It's some weird going on and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside of their home and calling them tender. Then leak videos of themselves to further push their agendas. I've seen a lot of celebrity and political news throughout the years. If this info is true, I'm sadly wouldn't be surprised by it. These are like already crazy accusations. And remember, Kendrick is telling all this to his mom. Then the very next verse, he dedicates it to Drake's daughter? What? Alright, when I heard this, I went to researching, analyzing this verse immediately. Hours upon hours of searching, trying to find out what this verse really meant. And for like 3 hours of this research, I was convinced Drake had not a daughter, but a son. Another one! I was geeking when I found this info. I thought I had Pusha T this level of evidence. But I'ma save you the internet detective journey and say everything I found was most likely lies. All those hours digging down the toilet. I've even seen some popular TikToks talking about it. I'm not gonna go in depth with what I found. All I'm gonna say is papi chulo. I do think the verse implies he has more illegitimate children though. I mean, we do know he be messing around a lot, so it wouldn't be too out there. And the final verse being the nail in the coffin, Kendrick basically saying, you did this to yourself. You called out my fam, so I had to stoop even lower. From the start, he been telling him, don't tell no lie on me, and I won't tell truths about you. Ending the track with, F a rap battle, this a life battle with yourself. Wow, this is the type of diss track you can't come back from. You would just have to lay down and reflect on your life's actions. Every line in this track is just aimed directly at Drake's soul, each shot as destroying as the next, making me think this is one of the best diss tracks of all time. Hell, it's even on par with Fleetwood Mac's. Everybody was going crazy over this, saying it's over for Drake. Bro finna disappear and start a new life at the Turks. But before that, little did we know, Kendrick was not done playing with his carcass just yet. Cause the very next day, he drops another one.
I want to tell you my secret now. I see dead people. I see dead people.
Not like us, Kendrick's fourth diss track drops the next day out of nowhere. People already thought he won with Meet the Grams, but dropping this was like Kendrick showing up at Drake's funeral and blowing up the casket just to make sure he dead. Cause this track is a bop. He don't even expose nothing crazy. Bro just clowning him in the catchiest way possible.
Beat your ass behind the Bible if God watching.
OB-ho, catchy hook, catchy one-liners, and saying Drake a weirdo, this might be the greatest song of all time. And one of the smartest choices Kendrick did for this, during this entire beat, was making both this song and Meet the Grams copyright free. So the popularity of this track was inevitable. A mainstream sounding Kendrick song that is free to use in any aspect? You know everyone gonna take advantage of that. You hear it on YouTube, at clubs, you hear it watching the NBA, you hear and see LeBron partying to this song. That's how you know it's fire. It was over. Even if the accusations of Drake aren't true, having a song hit #1 in the world that is an anthem about you being a predator will forever leave a stain on your legacy, no matter who you are. Drake never gonna escape this, no matter how hard he tries. But even after all this, Drake does try to. And his response to these tracks are just tragic.
We gotta definitely write a song about how we do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids, it's no good diddling kids.
Drake drops his response to Heart Part 6, and dude was playing defense the whole track, basically saying, if I did it, where the evidence? That don't count. Even bringing up Millie Bobby Brown, which I'm still shocked he even brought her up. Like, why? Nobody said her name, bro. You bringing her up makes you look more suspicious. He also accuses Kendrick of being when he was young because of his track Mother I Sober. And on the track, Kendrick talks about the traumas it could have on someone. Not only is dumb and horrible, because the track Drake is referring to is not about Kendrick, but Kendrick's mother, who had suffered from Kendrick's own cousin when she was younger, which I guess flew over Drake's head. Plus, even if it was true, which it's not, what kind of diss is that? You were molested.
So
like what's that?
That's so fucked up, bro. That's so tone deaf.
That's horrible. And the final thing that really fumbled Drake was when he was like, bro, I got no daughter. Your moles all work for me. And they gave you that info to make you look dumb. You hired his mole just to tell him that? What a waste. That's not the gotcha you thought it was, bro. The line aged even worse with time because a few days later, the Riddler drops an expose of all the items shown on the cover of Meet the Grams, blatantly exposing that what Drake said was a lie. And let me explain this vid real quick because I feel like most people don't even understand what they're looking at. So let me explain real quick. Most of the items...
No, I have a plenty, bro. Yo, I got plenty of... No, Jesus, I cannot eat without making a fucking mess. I got plenty of videos on this shit. I don't want to hear it again. Okay, whatever.
Stroller guy do on this day, and why is it important? Oh, I've seen many things in my life. I've seen kangaroos versus man, kangaroos versus cars, kangaroos versus kangaroos. I like kangaroos. But out of all the crazy things I've seen, Kendrick and Drake's rap beef is one of the craziest and most entertaining thing I've seen in a long time. Kendrick is just winning at life while Drake is posting these memes on his Instagram story, acting like, oh, I'm gonna press the red button. Bro, it's over. I love seeing both fan bases participating and trying to take the other one down, especially on Twitter, to the point that people were bringing up old Metro Boomin tweets, making Metro grooming a trend. And some of these tweets are wild, but he was like 16 to 21 when he tweeted these, and I'm not the type to bash someone for old tweets. I've said some bad things and jokes too in my past that sometimes still be haunting me. People try digging for other tweets from anybody who was related to the beef, like Drake and Kendrick, but Drake ain't really have anything, and Kendrick's old tweets were just like, I'm about to go to Best Buy, so Drake fans hit a dead end on that. The only tweets to come out of this beef that stood out to me were the Ruby Rose ones, who's not even a part of this, but some of these old tweets do make some rappers look concerning.
Well, because there are rumors about you and various famous men. Travis Scott.
When I was younger. Oh wait, actually I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this game.
You're a victim.
Kendrick Lamar and Drake's beef, I believe, will go down as one of the most iconic things to happen in hip-hop history. The sheer number of diss tracks dropping from both sides, the years of build-up this had, it's like nothing I've seen before in this genre. This is why rap is my favorite genre of music. You can't find this kind of entertainment nowhere else. And it feels even better when the side you've been rooting on from the start wins. I feel like I've talked about everything I was itching to say about this topic. But I have one more thing to mention. If this beef taught me anything, I learned this. No matter what you do, no matter how hard it gets, never stop hating. Never stop hating. Even if it looks like they're winning. Even when you're on the losing end of the stick. That doesn't mean you're incompetent. That just means you're not hating enough. Always hate your ops. Even if they did nothing wrong to you, you hate them for a reason, right? So keep hating. Always be a hater. Because
you know who I hate? And it's really unwarranted. He ain't do nothing to me. I don't even know that man. Tom Cruise. I don't know. It's just something. It's just something about the man. Oh. Somebody else too. I can't put my finger on it right now. But, yeah. And it was very strategic. See, like, I'm pretty sure they didn't like each other for years. But Kendrick picked the exact perfect time to be like, you know what? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So when we're talking about revenge and everything, I think you really gotta be strategic in your plan. You feel me? You can't just go off your emotions. If you want to do revenge, which maybe we should just do the good thing and not do it, and then like motherfuckers get their karma. But if you do your revenge, be strategic, be calculated about it, and make sure you're the one that actually don't. If somebody did you dirty, and then you do something to them, that's different. But if you did somebody dirty and they leave your ass, and now you mad that they left you when you started to do something to them, fuck you. Anyways, I think this was a dope ass video. Like, I have heard this shit 800 million fucking times at this point, and I was like, bro, I did not know that this was. I thought he was just gonna mention it. But he made it very interesting to go over again. So I really fuck with that Degenerocity. Fuck with this. Anyways, y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I'll see y'all in the next one.